technique. Somebody was saying technique. It's like, I want the technique to find the simple way to come back. When I'm in the most need of it. And when I tell myself that I don't know the way back, which I must, I do. But when I get lost in the big, especially with my, just the most recent thing is dealing with my mother. My mother who's 95, and she's full of anger, full of fear, full of everything that I find difficult to deal with. And I have to somehow let her be who she is and stay here. I'm kind of, when I'm interacting with her, I'm kind of able to, I think I'm kind of able to do that, and then when the connection with her is finished for the time being, and then it just all comes out. I want to make her feel better, I want her to be happy, I want to fix her, I want her to stop destroying me, which of course she isn't. I'm doing it myself, right? Anyway, I've started telling a story, and I don't want to tell a story. I just want to find my way back. And the last couple of days, I was getting this thought or feeling, I want to be in my feet, was what I was coming to me. I want to be in my feet. I want to, whatever that means, I'm not sure.
When you long to return back, and then you use everything, that how everything is just showing you this is the true way. This is where a person keep forgetting. Just get occupied, involved in this outer, and then want to get out of it, because inside it feels like it's too much. But if you just see that everything is telling you that returning is true, then you only feel sad from everything when you sing it. Because even if you just experience sickness outside, right, or anger outside, instead of you wish or try to fix it anyways, you just simply let it touch you. It's telling you something.
feel like it does touch me, and it touches
Yes.
me so deeply
Yes.
that
And then it's just telling you this, the truth in the returning. There is a truth in your own longing.
And then is it a mind trick that I tell myself I don't know how to return? Like I feel like I go, I know I want to return, I need to return, and then I start, oh, but I don't know how. I know that's... Something in me says that I don't know how to do that. That I've kind of lost touch or something. I like resistance. They were earlier speaking, people that were sitting here. I don't know, resistance, and I think maybe that's that resistance that says, oh, you don't know how to do that.
When the sickness is touching you, or the anger is touching you, what can you do? You can't do anything. But you can be with it as deep is taking you. It's just the mind jumps in and just telling you like something different. This is where you get lost.
I get lost listening to the mind, you mean? Or the
Yeah.
mind tells me I'm lost?
No.
Both.
It's like when something is touching you, it's like even the anger is touching you. What is there you can do? It's touching you already.
Well, my automatic kind of pattern is to manifest that in myself, like to meet the anger with anger, even though I don't outwardly say anything, or that inside
Yes,
my anger.
exactly. So if the deeper way is touching you, and now you saying that anger is just making you angry, right? So if it's making you angry, what you need to do? You can't change that. You can't change this first. And then you can't change even where you being triggered. Right? You can't change anything. But you being triggered and you participating in the anger. So when you open to see that, and then you let yourself open in the anger within you, you give room. If you give room where you experiencing your anger, and then you letting everything else, the other anger, to go even much more deeper in you, then your anger's not stopping it. So then your openness is letting that anger move through you, right? But first, you seeing it's not moving through you, right? You being triggered by it. So open. And then that anger is maybe forgotten for a little bit. And then you beginning to be aware of your anger. And can you give your anger place, little room? It's not pleasant guest, yes.
No. If I didn't have anger in me, then the anger out there would move through. Yeah,
Yes,
that's what
it's okay. You don't need to judge yourself. You're already saying there is you become angry. It's good enough. But you don't need to stop there. But what you will do then, you just give room.
I don't know why that strikes me that it's like almost like kind of funny or something. Give room to the anger.
Yes, it is funny to the person because the person says no, that can stay out.
Yeah, like give room to the anger.
But you experiencing anyways. You seeing it even in your mother, right?
All my life.
Yes. Then you don't want to keep it inside.
No.
Then what you will do? It doesn't matter how much you're gonna kick this anger out, it's gonna come back. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, for sure.
Yes. So sooner is better. Open the door.
So like open the door and say
To the anger.
Come on in.
Yes.
It's like that's so that doesn't make sense in the mind, does it?
Yes, no. But I know this is good. This is true. So you trust me
Come
first.
on in.
Yes.
I don't know why that seems funny to me. It's like a completely different turnaround from the normal
Yes.
pattern, for sure. I'm gonna. My mind, I know, is saying this, but it's saying like I haven't wanted to do that. I don't want to say to the anger, come in, because I need to protect myself from the anger, right? Because the anger hurts.
It's hurting anyways.
Yeah.
Your mother's anger hurting you anyways. And now you're just seeing that it's triggering yours, it's hurting you too.
Wow, it's like I multiply her anger with my own.
Yeah, even don't need to go there.
No.
Yeah.
then I've got this whole story that says it hurts me to see her that way. Like,
Yes.
for her sake. I know that sounds
And
silly.
you don't want to hurt anyone else.
So I hurt myself instead? Is that what you mean? I don't know what you mean.
If you keep your door closed, the anger is here, right?
Yeah. Yes.
You can keep your door closed all your life.
Yes.
So it's being triggered, noise, right?
Mm.
The louder noise,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
And knowingly or unknowingly it's hurting you. Because you know that this noise is, what is it? It's anger,
Mm.
right? You can keep your door closed tighter,
Mm-hmm.
right?
It's a good idea. So, that's the typical response that I'm feeling. Sorry. I don't want to keep it closed tight. If I can move someplace
And
else.
keeping the door closed is too much work.
Oh, yes. Mm.
And even keeping the door closed is hurting you. Because you know something is outside waiting. You're not letting.
Yes.
And the tighter your door's shut, it's the stronger the fear and the ugliness is over here. Right?
Mhm.
So whenever you're going to open the door, that ugliness is going to come. So if you're just keeping this way and keeping your heart closed this way, right? And you're not only missing to experience just this, what you've been blocking, but you also missing to experience the goodness in your heart. Because you keeping this around your heart. I know it's not pleasant. But you can choose now.
So what do I do?
Open the door to your own anger.
I kind of felt like I've done that in the past. Somewhat.
Then why is it taking you so long to open? If you know there's a truth in the openness, then you just open. Let it hurt you once. And more she's reminding you, you open more. Then you choose the no more closing.
I don't know if I don't know if I really understand, like, if I'm supposed to feel the anger, or I'm supposed to just know that it's there and just...
Yes, you know it's there. you experienced many times.
Right. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So anything is there, you just open your door. You just welcome. Welcome your anger wholeheartedly.
I don't know if my mind is playing or what, but I feel like first I felt like I don't know what to do, and then I felt kind of just like a softening
You're letting.
to let, and then it just feels like there's nothing there to let. Or is it?
And then just remember your anger, or even her anger, your mother's anger. Let it come. It's like you being flooded by this anger. It's okay. And then slowly let all your walls soften. The way you've been protecting yourself from the anger. Right? Softening. And more softening. Even the fear will say it's gonna knock me down or something. Right? It's just a fear. And when you stay there and let yourself soften regardless, and then you're letting. It's like in this letting, it's not you're poor, it's like you're small. And the smaller you are, you're just letting. Right? You're not blocking anything. And allowing yourself to be softened everywhere.
I see fear in the anger.
Yes. But you are taking steps. So it's not stopping you, it's just a fear.
I see this need to want to do things right. The need to want to do things right. I don't know, it just came to me. I see the need to do right, to do it right, to be good, the good little girl.
No, you don't need to. You don't need to be a good girl. You just need to be a real girl. Because the more you giving permission in this anger, there is more aliveness in you. Right? It's like something deeper opening up in you. Because if you just block it, and you're just only living in this area, right? And then you're missing what is deeper and real in you. Right? So even that need to be a good girl, you can just drop it. Because need to be a good girl is like an effort. Right? So if you're dropping, you're just dropping your effort.
I'm so tied to wanting to try.
So you see, you're beginning to see more now. You. But just open. No need to fix. And this helping you to be softened in everything. And then it's grounding you. As you allow yourself to be softened in the anger, and then slowly let her sit in your heart.
When you say that, then I see that I haven't really wanted her in my heart. Because it hurt too much.
Because it's true.
What's true?
It's true to let her sit in your own heart. You don't relate with the reasons. You relate with what is true for you. when you're relating with what is true for you, then you don't block what is hurting you. You're letting. That's how your mother can sit in your own heart. Softness.
I always felt like I needed softness from her, and I never got it.
You give her softness by keeping her in your own heart. You don't need to be poor. So as you letting her sit in your heart, it's not you doing something good to her over there, right? That also makes you poor. It's like you opening to every way, the way she is, right? That letting you embrace the way she is. Right? Open you are. You're letting each part you're holding inside of you from her soften. And then slowly you will see how much everything is opening your own heart. That's the way.
It's like in you is the mother, the soft mother. I thought that so many times when I come here.
And you make same place in you. You make the same place in you, in your own heart.